Hey guys, this is your friend Iggy back again. So in this video I'm going to show you guys how to build the Maingear Forma R limited edition gaming seat. So you can see on this video here I show you guys the unboxing and everything that comes in the box, and then here I've got everything laid out for you. I have it laid out so that way I can just put everything together, not have to get around as much, and just to make it easier and a quicker video for you guys. So first thing that they tell you to do in the big old poster instruction manual they include is to put on the gloves. So let's go ahead and put the gloves on real quick. Basically, one size fits all. Basically, there might be somebody too small or too large, but they feel pretty nice. All right, now that we got that on, the next thing they want you to do is grab this guy, the star, and just pop in all the wheels. So the wheels have this little metal piece on it. We're just going to go ahead and insert it. And I'm including on every single step a screenshot of the actual manual itself. The wheels thankfully go on very easily. All right, so now that we've got that on, the next step on there is to put the piston in. See that right here? The white piece facing up. It looks kind of like a trigger button. Just drop that right in there and you're good. So let's move on to step number 4. Step number 4 is to grab the back of the chair, and you'll notice there's 2 here and then 2 there. We're going to go ahead and remove those real quick. So we can use the included Allen wrench. Now, most of the time they're going to be very easy to take off with your fingertips, but if we want to do it pretty quick, we'll just go ahead and use the Allen wrench and just put it on the side in a place that you're not going to lose them, because I can lose anything. So I put it there for myself. All right, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and lean this up against the wall. So the next step is going to be actually attaching the seat to the backrest. So what we're going to do is, I'm gonna go ahead and just move this for now. I'm going to go ahead and, so I'll show you with one example first real quick. I keep this on the foam, that way if my floor is dirty, this doesn't get dirty. And if this is dirty, my floor doesn't get dirty. Chances are this is gonna be dirty, or my floor is gonna be dirty instead of that. So, all right, so now we're gonna go ahead and now we're not gonna screw them in very tightly, because then we can't get it on the other side. So what we're going to do is attach this right over here. Just use your fingertips. Okay, so then we're gonna go ahead, grab another one, and again, just put it very loosely with your fingertips. All right, so now I'm gonna do that same thing on the other side. All right, so now that we have all 4 in with our fingertips, so that it's a lot easier to screw in, now we're just gonna go ahead and screw in all 4. Now we're not going to screw all four, the first two incredibly tight, maybe halfway first. And then when we're done putting this side in halfway, we're going to go back to the other side, screw that in halfway, and then once that's in, then we can screw in all four all the way, just to make sure that all the wiggle room is completely gone. All right, so now that side's in tight. So now we're just gonna go ahead and tighten all four up. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and put in the covers real quick. So the covers, these guys right here, they're going to go on right over here, and they're just going to block the bolts out. So we just put that right here, and then we use another one of the bolts as well as the other Allen wrench they've provided. Let me turn it around that way so you can see exactly what I'm doing. All right, now that all four are in, we're just going to go ahead, tighten them up. we'll go ahead and do one here, then one here, and then that one, and that one. All right, so now what we're going to do is kind of skip the part. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this guy. We're gonna go ahead and put this right there so that way, you know, you don't get your hands caught in it by mistake. And now we're gonna go ahead and join this right over here. All right, so let me go ahead and move everything out of the way, and then you guys can see me sitting it for the first time so you can see just how comfortable it is. All right guys, so here she is all put together. I have the pillows on the ground for right now, so I haven't sat on it yet before. Okay, so it is stiff. Not a bad stiff, but it is stiff. And let's see if I feel comfortable. Okay, let's see. Wow. Yeah. So has 165-degree tilting. That's pretty awesome. I do feel comfortable actually laying down in the seat. I haven't felt comfortable doing that in another seat yet. So that's pretty impressive to me. So, whoa. All right, so let's see. It feels good. Now, mind you, I just sat on it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to game for it for hours and, you know, not be sore, but this doesn't feel like any other gaming chair I've ever had before. So most gaming chairs have a piece sticking up here and then sticking up here, kind of like a bucket seat kind of thing. This is kind of flat. So if you saw the way I was sitting before, I like to sit with my legs crossed. So I'm just taking off my shoes. I can't do that with any other gaming chair. And this one, I can, and that's pretty comfy. Just one of my odd quirks. And then, you know, if my feet get in the way, I can always just push these guys out, have more room. Now, this seat, because of that, well, and actually, even without that tilt, is wider than the other seats I've tested before. So let me go get my measuring tape real quick. All right, so couldn't find my measuring tape, so I just had to use this. The chair measures 21 inches wide by 20 inches, maybe 20 and a half inches or 20.5 inches deep. Now, let's see. I wonder if there is any height adjustment. There we go. So I like my chairs to be very close to the ground. So the highest this chair goes is 18 inches, which is pretty tall. And let's see how low it goes. I feel like it is pretty low. It's about 14 and a half inches from the ground at its lowest. 18.5 at its highest. Oh yeah, this is nice. So when you tilt the left side, now this has been the very first chair out of all the chairs I've reviewed, gaming chairs, that I can do this, rock back and forward without having to push really hard back or anything like that. So this is nice. This is very nice. And then I think, yep, if I'm comfortable right here, I can tilt it forward, lock it in place, so that's nice. Okay. Yep, that's pretty cool. All right, and then with the 4D armrest, I go forward and back. I can tilt in and out like that. Then I can tighter or looser. So very nice, and it's not incredibly soft, but you can see that right here. I can actually push down on it. See that right here? I can push down on it, so it's not incredibly fluffy, but it is somewhat cushy. And let me put the headrest and the backrest real quick, so one sec. Okay, so the lower lumbar doesn't have, which is odd to me, it doesn't have a strap. So you can adjust it as you sit in it. So that's not bad. Again, it's weird that it doesn't have a strap, but let me take this off for right now. Feel the neck. Ooh. So on my other chairs, I typically take the headrest off. And it seems to come off pretty easy, but I typically take the neck rest off. But in this chair, I typically leave the lumbar on and take off the headrest. This, it might be reverse. I like the way it feels. Yeah, actually, without the lower lumbar, this feels perfect. I like it. Now, the other thing is, for tall people, you like to have a tall back. So let's see. This is, let's see, 26. $25 plus 4, so 29 inches tall. Now for me, the neck rest is not adjustable. So you sit in it and you can't really raise it or lower it. Oh, the other thing about the 4D, I can raise that or lower it. I like it at its highest and the chair at its lowest. Now, the neck rest, you cannot adjust it. With the lumbar, you can adjust it, but it's going to be using your own weight. There is no strap. So just one thing, or a few things I thought I should mention. Now, not everybody uses the neck rest. I typically don't use it, but I kind of like it. Like, for me, I'm 5'6", and right there, it's perfect. I'm gonna use it. So Pretty cool. And then the wheels, let's see how well they roll. Wow, they actually roll pretty well. Now, it's not a perfectly flat floor with the linoleum. It's textured, so, but still actually rolls very well. Again, this can take up to 330 pounds. I am 260, so I have some ways to go. I'm not going to test it at 330 pounds. But again, one thing that impressed me, well, a few things that impressed me about this chair is I can't do this in any other gaming chair I have. So that's nice. It rocks. Literally, it rocks. And then the height adjustment, which is nice. It feels pretty low. Now I need to take this to my desk to see how well it fits in. The raising and lowering of the armrests feels very nice. The pillow feels good where it is. It is not adjustable, and the backrest is adjustable by your pressure, which might be actually a good thing. You may not like the way the strap holds on in some chairs. Some chairs it goes up and down pretty easy. Some it's kind of static where it is and you can't move it. That you adjust it by the way your back conforms to it, and so that's not a bad thing. I kind of like it just like this without the back, but it's a very cushy. The micro fleece feels very nice on my hands, just back here as well. So maybe I can keep it when I'm not playing with my dogs. Just it feels very good. But anyway, so that was the how to assemble the Maingear Forma R limited edition racing chair or game chair. It feels very nice. It is firm, but not a bad firm. It doesn't feel like you're sitting on concrete. It doesn't feel like you're sitting on very plushy material either, like you'll sink into it. So I have to game in it for a few hours and I'll let you guys know how it is. Anyway, this is Iggy out. See you guys.